So it's safe to say that you have, as a musician, as a music producer, as a singer, songwriter, basically everything that has to do with music, even the side of the artist, you still have to take care of some business things. Even if you have a management, there are things that you have to take care yourself. It's really early Monday morning. I just have a really long to-do list with all kinds of business things. I will try to get all of them done today so that I can go back to making music and working on the tracks with Aaron tomorrow. I very often tell you that I have to take care of business things, but I never really mentioned what this means and what I actually have to do on a daily or at least weekly basis. Because, you know, most artists, most musicians don't really like to take care of business things. I also myself hate it. I really don't like dealing with it. But I've learned that it's part of it. And if you don't do it, you won't succeed as a musician or music producer or DJ. Same with doing promotion. It's also part of being an artist. Because at the end, not the DJ that is playing the coolest music is getting the gig in the club. It's the DJ where the promoter knows that he's bringing the most people to the club because his promotional value and his fan base is so big. Of course, the music also is important. If he plays like totally shitty, he of course won't get the gig, but if you play shitty, you also don't have the fans. So it's basically a proof for the club promoter that you're doing something that other people like. So for the promotional things and the social media things, I already made an entire video explaining you which platforms to use and how to use them. I will link this video down below. Today it's more really about the business organizational things. So I have a to-do list for every day and I try to do as much as possible of it. For example, today I have to actually send back the mic of the camera, which is like a small task. I have to call a singer and songwriter that I'm working on another track. I want to ask him if it's in any way possible to get him to come here to Germany to also do a session. I think it's just a better way of making music. He sent me vocals that are fine and I would work on them and also release the track, but I think we could get like 10-20% more out of it when he's actually here with me in the studio. So organizing sessions, communicating with singer and songwriters or guitarists or whatever you need to actually produce your music. Then I also have to take care of making another mixtape. I probably won't be able to start today with working on it, but at least kind of collecting some tracks and checking out the platform that I'm making the mixtape for so that I know which kind of sound might fit. Then I got here actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 contracts that I have to sign, scan, and of course first of all read all of them. And I have here 2 more contracts that actually have to do with my Accents music business where I'm offering you mixing and mastering. And I also still have to think about the logo, try to come up with something or communicate with the graphic designer. I have 2 people that are interested in doing something, as well as trying to build a website, just something really simple, but at least something where the people can get the information about this business. Then I also have to sign the feature artist release contract with Aaron so that he kind of gives me the right to use his vocals for a percentage share of the track. We already signed the split sheet. I can show you just the empty page, but this is like a split sheet. You just write here down the track name and where it was recorded, and all of the people that were involved in recording it and what share they are getting for their work. We made it the easiest way. We just split everything in 3 parts. And then of course, because I'm running out of money, I have to contact all of my labels. On the 1st of April is usually where you get your money, because the labels have time for the second half of 2016. 3 months later to pay you, or they have to pay you. So 1st of April is the day where I can just try to get my money from the labels, because then they, by the contract, owe it to me. So I'm preparing the email addresses, the contacts of all of these labels to be able on the 1st to just write them to please send me the money within 14 days. If they're not doing that, then I will have to think of something. Usually you then either end up with getting a lawyer, which is super expensive, or you just forget about the money and don't try to get it. If it's a little, you can do it, because trying to get it is more effort than just losing a couple of €100. But yeah, I will have to see. It really depends on the label. Some labels are so big you don't really want to mess with them, because they provide you with so much promotional value and you might be interested to release again with them. But yeah, that's like something that is really tricky. I just wish these labels would make it easier for me and just pay what they owe me, because I mean, at the end I made the track, they sold it, so it's a 50-50 split. And I don't know why some of them just refuse to pay. I even found another contract and I don't really know what it's for. I know from whom it is, but I don't know, because it's a kind of contract I never signed, so I have actually to send it to a lawyer. He needs to check it and tell me if it's okay to sign it, or if there's anything fishy going on. Because like label contracts I can sign without a lawyer, because I've already signed so many in the past. I know what to look for, but this kind of contract is something new. It has actually to do with the publishing, but that's really all I know for now. So yes, as a musician you actually always need management. If you have one or you manage yourself, then you have to take care of even more things. You need your label and communicate with them, and hopefully have a label that believes in you, is paying you, offering you fair deals, maybe even supports you with finding a singer and songwriter. Then you need a publisher if you want to. All of these things are not really necessary. You can also do them all by yourselves. But these are the things that most music producers and musicians have. And a publisher might also help you to find a singer and songwriter, or if you're a singer and songwriter, they will help you to find a producer and take care of your royalties. And I, for example, have another guy that is like my artist consultant. He takes care of things that have to do with taxes and also that have to do with my health insurance. As an artist in Germany, the health insurance is a little bit more complicated, because it's financed to some parts by the state, and there are a lot of rules you have to kind of follow to be able to get this support. It's really nice, because instead of paying like €250 every month for your health insurance, you pay just 80, 90, maybe 100, depending on your income as an artist. And then you will of course also need like a tax guy, or you do your taxes yourself. It really depends how complicated they are in your country and how much income and expenses you actually have. So definitely try not to mess up anything that has to do with the taxes, because these guys don't understand any jokes or failures or anything like that. For example, here in Germany, the tax officers or enforcement, they have more rights than the police. So if they want to enter your apartment, your building, or your office, they just enter it. They don't need any permission as the police does. So it's really good to have like at least one folder with all of your taxes, and if you might get checked, to have everything ready. Otherwise this will cost you a couple of months of work and time, and it will come unexpected. So I'm ready. And you will also actually need separate bank accounts for your business and for your private things. I don't really have it. I have like one bank account where I'm allowed to do both, but usually it makes sense also for the taxes to separate it. So I might do that in the future. I still just have to find a bank that doesn't rip me off. So these are some of the things I have to take care of today. I don't really like doing them, but they're part of it. It's not enough to just make good music. You also have to promote it in the right way, and you also have to take care of the business and organizational things, because without them you're just not able to make good music, and also take care of just getting your money from the people. I think that's like a really important point, because even as an artist you just need money to survive and be able to keep up your work as an artist. And I really don't care a whole lot about money, but I still think it's just fair that I get the share that market I've worked with, and this share also gives me the possibility to work on more things. If I would get the money from the labels, I might be able to fly to other places to record other artists, or just to get them here in my studio and record with them, or just invest more in promotional things and advance as an artist. But without the money, all of this is extremely hard. So yeah, still trying to figure something out. So yeah, enough of talking. I have to take care of all of these things. Just talking about them doesn't really solve them. That's also an important point. Don't always just think about things that you have to do, just do them. And like having a to-do list is something that helps me personally a lot, because I can add things wherever I am. If I think of something just sitting in the tram and like traveling from A to B, I put it on the list, and then I'm 100% sure that I will take care of it as soon as possible. And I mean, crossing off things off the to-do list just really feels good. But now, let's do the stuff. Besten Dank, ne? Und schönen Tag noch. Very important contract, this one. Finally all done. I also tried to clean up the space a little bit, which didn't really work out. I still don't have a vacuum cleaner here, so I have to go back, get the vacuum cleaner, get it back. This is not happening very soon. So what else? I also narrowed down the remixes to 4, so there are only 4 left. 1 more has to go. It's a very close decision between 2 of them. And then I will present you the 3 final winners. And I also wrote emails to 2 other DJs that are doing a remix for Dawning, just to check if they're ready with it, because the release might be in 2, 3, 4 months. I don't really know. Depends on the label, but hopefully as soon as possible. I also talked to the guys from the club where I was DJing on Friday. They really liked my set and also Gordon's set. So I hope to be able to maybe kind of celebrate my birthday, which is far, far away in October, but it would be really nice to celebrate it there in the club. They have a bar downstairs where I could hang out with family and friends, and then maybe after 12 or 1, just go up and have the entire club for me and my friends, and of course everyone else that is interested in my music and my DJ set. I actually also managed to write to 2 or 3 more labels to send them kind of my tracks as demos, so let's see what will happen. Maybe I will get an answer in 1 or 2 weeks. With these labels, you never know. It's always kind of trouble, but I'm enjoying it so much that it's still bright outside. It's 7:30. It's just amazing. This makes my day a whole lot better. Back at home just to clean up a little. Vanessa's coming back tomorrow, and let's just say it's time to vacuum clean. And a quick round of pesto, parmesan, tomatoes and pasta. At the same time writing 2 more emails. I have to try to multitask because I'm invited over to some friends in 15 minutes. That's the best wine Aldi had to offer.
Cheers.
Sehr gut. Feierabend.